I think my printer ran out of ink printing these proxies for this Leomon deck, so enjoy this deck. Getting straight into it, the new DGX are what you're going to use for the Leomon deck. We got the new Fremon. This one, when attacking, if you have Leomon in your name, you get to draw one. So draw power, really nice, can't complain. We finally have some good rookies for Leomon. It's about time. First one is Leomon, Digivolve 0 from Fremon. On play, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck, add a card with Leomon in its name, and then the rest go back to the bottom. So again, more searching here. And then the inherit on deletion, you get to Digivolve 1, which is really nice. So you'll see the trend of this line has the on deletion Digivolve 1. And now we finally get a good Leomon for Leomon. You Digivolve from Fremon for 0 as well. And then this one has an on play. When you do play, you get to search your security stack, add a card with Leomon in its name and put it in your hand, and then if you do, you get to recover 1. So that's good. And now the on deletion for this one does give you minus DP. This one specifically gives you -2, gives one of your opponent's Digimon minus 2000 DP until the end of your opponent's turn, which is really nice, which can be good because then you're able to swing over Digimon if they don't get popped. Or it also helps you delete any floodgate cards, although I think they're like 3000, right? But so the trend here is going to be you have yellow, green, black, green. And the black-green cards allow you to Digivolve when you get deleted, and the yellow-green cards allow you to reduce your opponent's DP. So this is really nice because now they'll work in conjunction where you Digivolve, and then if you reduce the DP, it stays with them. So now if they go into a rookie and they have minus 4000, they just get deleted and they can't protect themselves. This deck is really nuts. So for the rookies, these are the ones that you want to play primarily with the Leomon deck. And now the last rookies are really a flex spot, really whatever you want to put in there. I will put a picture at the end of the video of what other cards you could tech into this deck. But for now, personally, I am running the Palmon. Start your main phase, one of your opponent's Digimon gains all turns. When this Digimon becomes suspended, lose 2 memory until the end of their turn. It's pretty good because you are taking in some needle sprays, and now when I do use it, it is going to be for free because they're losing 2 memory. More importantly, I am running it for its inherit, since the Heavyleomon Digivolve for 4 instead of 3, well 5 if you're not Digivolving from a Leomon in its name. This Palmon, your turn once per turn. When you do Digivolve, if you have a green Tamer in play, you reduce the evil cost by 1. So I do want to reduce the play cost, maintaining my turn when I do Digivolve into that Heavyleomon. The downside of running these is the champion lineup, because you have to Digivolve from Leomon or Leomon to Digivolve for 2 as opposed to 3, so you will be paying the 3 cost, but in the long run you will get it back from the inherit. You can split these up however you want. Like I said, this is a free flex spot for the rookies. Onto the champions, let's start up with the main boy, Leomon. It is a Leomon deck, right? The new Leomon, Digivolve from Leomon or Leomon for a cost of 2. If not, it is going to be a cost of 3. This new Leomon is pretty dope because it has 1 attacking. This Digimon may Digivolve into a card with Leomon in its name from your hand, and if it does, you get to reduce it by 1, which is pretty nice because now your ultimates will cost 2, and then if you have a Palmon underneath, it'll actually cost 1. As I stated, the black and green have on deletion Digivolve 1, so this is the same here with the Leomon. Now 3 of the Leomon, this one is the same thing as the Leomon. When you attack, you can Digivolve into a Leomon in its name from your hand, reduce it by 1 if you do it by this effect. Digivolve Lilo and Elic for 2 instead of 3. This one does have a rule here. It says name treated as having Leomon. Then on deletion, DP reduction. What I don't like about this deck is you're not able to utilize the old Leomons, like the blue Leomon with Jerry. I wish it did, but it just doesn't work. It's not going to work. Then to round up the champions, 3 of the BT14 Leomons. This one, when attacking, if you attack a Digimon that has higher DP than yourself, you are able to warp into a level 6 Digimon with Leomon in its name by paying 6. It's a hefty amount, but I mean, it's pretty nice. Then the inherit, while it's your turn, if this Digimon has Leomon in its name, it gets 2000 DP. A lot of people are running 12 champions, so 4 of each. I think that's too much personally, but that's just me. Reason is because you have a lot of search power in this deck. Just given with the amount of searching that this deck has and then the draw power when you attack, I don't think you need that many. You're going to end up breaking. I do apologize for the quality as these are proxies, so that's why they look really bad. And my webcam isn't all that good, so I should probably upgrade a webcam soon. Moving on to the ultimates, we got a new GrappLeomon. This GrappLeomon Digivolve from level 4 with Leomon in its name for a cost of 3 as opposed to 4. Now here's where you start seeing this new keyword that Leomon is introducing in Ex5 called indomitable. What is this new keyword that is very, very nuts? Well, if you have sources underneath and you get deleted, you get to play it back for free. That's it. He just revives. So long as there's sources underneath it, it'll keep coming back. Which is why I've seen some people talk about running X antibody, because if it gets deleted, it comes back, you slide another X antibody there, and then if it gets deleted, it comes back again. But I mean, that's the only thing you're going to use it for. Let's move on to the onplay and when digivolving, which is why they're all going to have onplays, because after it gets deleted, the indomitable kicks in and now bam, onplay effect. Really nice. This GrappLeomon has return one of your opponent's Digimon with 4,000 DP or less to the bottom of the deck. You're getting rid of potential blockers, but most importantly, any floodgate cards will just go back to the bottom of the deck just by you digivolving, or if it gets deleted on play and now you get rid of a Digimon. Really nuts. I really love this mechanic so much. The inherit, your turn. While this Digimon has Leomon in its name, it gains piercing. So now we're moving away from the on deletion, DP reduction, and the digivolving. Moving on to the LoaderLeomon. Same thing, indomitable, digivolve 4 if it's Leomon in its name for a cost of 3. On play and when digivolving, this one gives minus 3,000 DP to one of your opponent's Digimon until the end of your opponent's turn. This is really nice because now let's say if he gets deleted, you have the Leomon underneath. He gets deleted. Now you're giving minus 3, minus 2, minus 5k. He comes back. And now you have minus 6, 7, 8, minus 8,000 DP just for getting deleted. Well, if you digivolve first, but that's crazy. That is crazy. So you can see how all these can kind of work together, right? If you end up digivolving minus 3k, gets deleted, digivolving if you have an Elecmon, and now if they have a rookie, it just gets deleted. This is as minus 3,000 DP till the end of their turn. That's it for the ultimates right there. That's all you need. Moving on to the level 6s, we're just going to talk about the big bad boy of the deck, Heavyleomon. Digivolution of 5, unless you digivolve level 5 with Leomon in its name, then it is a play cost of 4. So you see, even if you digivolve, you'll more than likely pass your turn, even if you're at 3. So which is why you invest in the Palmon. In the long run, you get that memory back and you get to digivolve for 3 as opposed to 4. And now it's still your turn. So this Heavyleomon also has indomitable. It's really dumb. You really don't care if they get popped. Yeah, go ahead, kill it. Fine, whatever. When digivolving and on deletion, it has digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon, then return one of your opponent's Digimon with 6,000 DP or less to the bottom of the deck. That's really nuts because there is some ultimates that are 6k, but I mean, even if there's ultimate on the field, you digivolve into Heavyleomon, pass turn, digivolve it into a level 5, and now you boop, tuck that back under the bottom of the deck. Ah, I like this. And then you have the end of attack. Once per turn, after the end of your attack, so after you check security, if it still survives, then you get to bounce a Digimon with 4,000 DP or less back to the bottom of the deck. If no Digimon was bounced back to the deck by that effect, you get to unsuspend. So you can technically swing twice. Or if you don't, you get to unsuspend, and then if you have LoaderLeomon, which I didn't talk about, LoaderLeomon's inherit gives you blocker, and now you have a blocker. So Heavyleomon is, this guy's nuts. The only way to really get over this indomitable keyword is by digivolving, because if you reduce DP, yeah, they're going to get deleted, but now they're going to come back. If you digivolve it, then you get rid of indomitable, especially if it's a level 5, right? You get rid of the keyword, and now it's kind of like, okay, well, now I could pop it, and it's not going to come back. So this keyword is actually really, really nice. Moving on to the last of the level 6s, two of the BanchoLeomons, the new one from Ex5. Digivolution, level 5 with Leomon in its name costs 3. If not, it is a 4, so we don't have to worry about paying 4. It does have its own effect here. When you would play this card from your hand, if there is 6 or fewer total cards in both players' security stacks, reduce the cost by 5. This could be good, and I'll explain to you why after reading his effect. It has an on-play and when digivolving. Suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. All turns, once per turn, when a Digimon becomes suspended, you may give one of your opponent's Digimon minus 4,000 DP and it gains security attack minus 1 until the end of your opponent's turn. So this is why it could be good. So this BanchoLeomon is more of a defensive and kind of helps you stay alive a little longer, because late game, you play it and you actually drop it for 7 cost, and now it's on play, allows you to suspend a Digimon, and now you give it minus 4000 DP and minus security attack +1 till the end of their turn. So if they only have that one Digimon, they can close out. And now if they do play, let's say they go into a hybrid and they try to swing for game, now it's all turn still kicks in. The Digimon did get suspended, and now you get to give that one -1 security attack and minus 4000 DP. So Bancho is actually pretty nice. It's very controlling, and it really helps. The only downside of this BanchoLeomon is it does not have indomitable, so if it gets deleted, you're SOL. And that's all the level 6s I do run. Let's move on to the options. Starting with the new one, Flashy Boss Punch. My goodness, I love this. This option card is nuts. So when you have a Digimon with Leomon or Bancho in its name, you may play this card without meeting its color requirements, which is already busted, right? If you have a blue Leomon in this deck, we don't, but if you did, you can play this card. Main, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, and one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 12,000 DP for the turn. Then one of your Digimon with Leomon or Bancho may attack. Do you realize how nuts this is? Because, unless I'm wrong, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's telling you to suspend one of your opponent's Digimon first, and one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 12,000 DP. So you could, if there's 2 bodies on the board, you can suspend one and delete the other one with the minus 12,000 DP. And now, if you have a Leomon in play, you could go ahead and swing into the suspended Digimon since it allows you to attack. And now, if you have a champion, the new Leomon or the Leomon, when attacking, now you can use this effect, Digivolve into a Garp or a LoaderLeomon using LoaderLeomon's effect, give it -3, potentially popping it, or just, reducing its DP for you to swing over it. So Flashy Boss Punch is just nuts. The security effect, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, and one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 12,000 DP for the turn. So it's the same thing. I would run it at 4, but I think it's too much. 3 is good enough. I don't ever use this as much because you're always either digivolving when you get deleted, you're reducing DP. So there's ways to go around your opponent's Digimon, but this is nice. For example, if you want to get rid of a Death X, it's not going to kill it, but now you're suspending it and giving it minus 12,000 DP. Move up from the area, and now you get to attack it with a rookie, even if you clash into it. So I did talk about needle sprays. So I am playing 3 needle sprays. Suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. The security effect, activate this card's main effect, and then it goes into your hand. Why am I running 3 of these? Think about it. All the champions have 1 attacking. I kind of want to be controlling here. So if they're not suspended, and let's say they have a champion or an ultimate even, especially an ultimate, and now you just play the needle spray. If you have the Palmon, you get that memory back. Now you get to swing into it and use their 1 attacking and digivolve into an ultimate and actually pop it. Another huge reason of why I'm playing it is for this Leomon here, the BT14, because more than likely, if your opponent has a higher DP Digimon, they're probably not going to attack with it, unless it's a Mega and they're ready to kind of go in on you. But if not, they use a needle spray for 2, right? I mean, even if you're at 3, you go to 1, now you get to swing with the Leomon. You pay 6, it's a hefty amount, but now you're going to go either into Bancho or Heavyleomon for 6, and now you have Indomitable. So if it gets popped, let's say they play a Gaia Force, don't matter, he's just gonna come back anyway, and it's like, bam, what up? So that's what makes Indomitable really, really nuts, and that is why I'm running 3 needle sprays, just to help me be able to attack my opponent's Digimon. To round off the options, 3 of the green memory boosts. We're not playing the training cards here because when you use the training card, you have to digivolve right after you pop it. You can't trigger the training card and then attack, and then, it just doesn't work. So that's why we're using the green memory boost. I've seen 4 of these. I think that's too much, to be honest, but I mean, if it works, it works. And of course, this is more of going through your deck, right? You play, reveal 4 cards, add 1 green card to your hand, and then you have the delayed gain to memory, which is much better than the training for this particular deck, because now if you're at 3, right, if you're at 3 and then you have an ultimate, you want to go up to a Heavyleomon and still maintain turn, you play a green memory boost, you go to 5, digivolve for 4, now you're at 1. So that's really why we are running the green memory boost. Now for the Tamers here, there's quite a different Tamers you could play. Personally, I'm playing Mimi. Mimi, start of your turn, you go to 3, and then if you have a level 5 or higher green Digimon, you can suspend Mimi to have basically another breeding phase. So either hatch or move up your Digimon. If you don't know, if you already have a Digimon down in the breeding area. I don't know, whatever. Let's just whatever. If you have a Digimon in the breeding area, and let's say you have a LoaderLeomon, Heavyleomon, I don't know why I keep calling it Loader. And if you have a Heavyleomon on the board, if you have a Mimi, and let's say you swing, you got rid of their last security, now you get to tap Mimi, bring up your Digimon, and now you swing, close out game. So that's really why I'm doing it. It's kind of to have that extra attack with Mimi. And then of course, starting with 3 memory is good. Now you could run Davis for more searching power. There's nothing wrong with that, but ultimately it's going to be, what do you want more, searching, or for Mimi being able to get that last swing. The last of my tamers that I'm running 2 Taigas from BT11. Your turn, all your Digimon get 1000 DP. What's wrong with this? There's actually a downside to having your Digimon gain 1000 DP, and that would just be for this Leomon, because now you're increasing your DP. You really want your DP to be really low with this Leomon, so you're able to use one attacking and warp into a level 6. So be careful with that. Really, why we're running Taiga is because your turn, when one of your Digimon will Digivolve into a level 5 or higher card, by suspending this Tamer, reduce the evil cost by 1. So I want to do more reducing, be able to potentially Digivolve for free, because if you have the Taiga, and then if you have the Palmon underneath, that's -2, and then the one attacking of the new level 5s, right? When you do attack, you get to reduce it by 1. So now you're potentially reducing it all the way to 0 and Digivolving for free. Kind of help you build up and go up to your level 6 really quick. If you're a member of the channel, I will have this deck list posted for you guys. If you're not a member, consider joining. It's just to help the channel. And now here's a picture of the tech cards that you could use for this deck. Take a screenshot of it, look it over. What do you think? What other cards could we use in this Leomon deck to make it great? If you haven't checked it out yet, check out this Examon deck profile. You're able to go into Examon in 1 turn from a rookie. I'll see you guys in the next video.